Hey everyone, welcome back for some more helpful videos on how to find your shiny frame in your raid den. This video is going to show you how to find your shiny frame if you lose count, guys. A lot of people have been asking me questions. What happens if I lose count? How do I find my shiny? And obviously that's a nightmare scenario because it's so easy to lose count doing this boring grind of changing the day over and over again and skipping Pokemon. It's so boring and it's so easy to lose your count. And this method that I'm going to show you guys is going to allow you to do this in autopilot mode. You're going to be able to go to sleep and you're just going to you can watch TV or you can watch a stream and you can do it. And you're going to be able to get your shiny without worrying about counting along or any of that, without worrying about focusing, nothing. So let's get to it. Now, for the purposes of this stream, guys, for the purposes of this method, it's going to presume you already have your seed. You can get your seed on websites like this, which is Doodoo-Bot, or using 1-star seed search like all of my other videos have gone through. I got tons of videos for you guys helping you on how to find your raid seeds. So you go check them out if you're new. I'll show you how to get through thousands of them fast as well in this video right here. But first thing first, guys, for this method, you're going to need Raid Finder, okay? Get Raid Finder. It's going to be linked down below in the description for you guys. Do you want to pop your purple beam like normal? I already have this. This is my Charizard, my shiny Charizard that I've been, I guess, giving out to thousands of people so far. I've been hosting it for everybody, all the viewers in the streams. If you guys haven't seen that, this is already my shiny. You want to go to the first Pokemon or the second Pokemon in your den and you want to catch it. You just want to catch it. If you lose count, this is. If you're already on your way doing this, on your way to your shiny and you lost count, guys, just go back in your game. And if you feel like, oh no, was that number 1 or was that number 100? How many did I do? I need to know so I don't skip my shiny. So you can just go into your raid. Just don't invite others, fight it and catch it, okay? If you're pretty sure or confident you didn't skip past your shiny, I'd recommend saving before this. If you think there still might be a few hundred to go, you just lost a number, or you know there might be 100 to go or more and you just lost a number, you can go ahead and save there. It shouldn't make a difference. Please go to your settings in the game and turn off autosave before you start any of this. I know most of you do. I think 99.9% of you guys do, but I have had people, some of the occasional comment saying, oh, it didn't work. You have to have autosave off, okay? So guys, once you catch that Pokemon, I highly recommend leveling it up to 100 so you can hone in on its IVs. If you don't have the candies to spare, don't worry guys, you're not actually using any of the candies because you're going to reset you can reset if you want, but you don't have to waste anything on this. When that's done, guys, you want to go ahead and check his summary. Let's have a look at his figures here. Now, we have some stats for him over here. The newest version of Raid Finder actually has an IV calculator in it, so you want to click on that. You want to get your Pokemon. We got Heatmore. There it is. And we want to ask us for nature. That's obviously always very important. Our nature is Serious. So we're going to put Serious in. And here, level, HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. In that order. It shows you right here. So that will give us the IVs. So let me plug them in real quick. When you've plugged all your numbers in, just separated by a space, you want to click this button with your mouse. Blip, blip, and there's our IVs. We've got 31, 31, 31, 13, 3, and 3. Okay? So now I can use this information to find exactly where my den is. Now, in order to find our den and every Pokemon that spawns in it, first thing we need, guys, let me just put that down here. First thing we need right there is our seed. And I happen to have that right here. There's many different ways, like I showed you guys, there's many different ways to find this seed. I already have mine. Get rid of that 0 at the beginning. I don't think that's there, right? No, it's not. Good. Okay, so that's our seed. And if we just hit generate, it's going to come up with the first 100 results that we have in here. You can change the number of Pokemon that come up, but for that, it only comes up with 100. Let's have a look at the first Pokemon here. This is the first frame. This is all wrong. This is not my Heatmore. We're not in the right den. So we have to pick our den. As you guys know where that Charizard den is, that's all the way over in Lake of Outrage. If you don't know, guys, you can go to your game. You can go to your game if you don't know what den it is. You can look at the first Pokemon that spawns. And I saw Heatmore, okay? And you can look at your map here. Just like this. It shows me I'm in Lake of Outrage. It says it right there on my map. I'm in Lake of Outrage, so I know my den is in Lake of Outrage, but which one? I know my beam was rare, so I know that one. There's only 4 here, okay? So let's have a look. There's Yamper, And electric types, nope. The dens are usually organized by type, some sort of type. So I know I have fire type, so I'm going to be looking for a fire type Pokemon here. Growlithe, this looks right. We got Heatmores over here, and we got Charizard here. Perfect. That's it. Let's have a look at the other ones just for comparison. That's a Magikarp, it's a water type den, and that's a Togepi, fairy type. Okay, so on a rare beam, den 97 is it. That's my Charizard den. And I want to choose the Pokemon that I actually caught. It was a 3 to 4 star Heatmore. All this seems to be locked for some reason. That's okay. It's IVs. I'm going to put in here. So it's HP IVs. If we saw that here, it's 31. Oops. Let's move this around. 31. 31 for attack. 31. 13. 3 and 3. And if you want to be particularly precise, this is the range you're putting in here. So you can just put that as 13 as well. That's the only value you want to search for. And you want to put these 3 and 3. They're the only possibilities you want to search for. Its nature was serious, so we're actually not going to put any nature in for that, just for the sake of proving this. Let's just generate here. There's our first frame. 13, 31, 31, 31, 13, 3, 3, serious, male. And if you want to check even more things, guys, you can have a look. It's male, okay? It's male. Its nature is serious. It's right there, it's male. Its nature is serious. It's not shiny. That's our frame. That's our first frame, because that was the very first Pokemon I caught. That's it. So I put in those details and I found out where my frame is. If you have like 100, if you have like 10,000 searches on here and you want to know exactly where your frame is, it's going to come up like that. So let's try again with the next Pokemon. Let's reset our game and try with the third Pokemon in the den. It seems that the frame number 1 is actually counted from the Pokemon you caught and you put in. I got my seed with this Pokemon that I'm looking at right now. So that means when I got my seed, that Pokemon that I caught was frame 1, okay? That's something important to keep a note of. But either way, guys, if you get lost, you can always use this method to check again. So let's go ahead and skip 2 Pokemon this time, and let's have a look and see if we can find the third Pokemon in the list and see exactly if it works. It does, by the way, but let's just see if it does for you guys to demonstrate it. This is the Heatmore coming up that we just did. It's going to have all the same stats, by the way. It's going to have the same IVs. It's going to have the same nature. It's going to just be the same Pokemon. That applies to every frame, by the way. If anyone doesn't know, every frame is a Pokemon. That's one frame right there. And the next Pokemon is what we're going to go into. Let's do that. It's a 4-star Heatmore, okay. So every frame is a Pokemon, and every frame has the same it's the same numbered ability. It has the same nature and has the same IVs. So the ability is going to change depending on the Pokemon. The Pokemon itself can change, but the ability is going to change. So while we're doing this battle, let me just show you something, guys. Over here, we have ability number 1. What's that, you might ask? Let's go to Cerebi on Heatmore here. We have Gluttony, Flash Fire, and then we have a hidden ability, White Smoke. That's 1, 2, and HA respectively, guys, in these things, in these programs. They're always listed like that. The first one that comes up in Cerebi right here is ability 1. And I didn't see it. You might have seen it on the screen. Actually, I didn't show it specifically and point it out, but that was definitely Gluttony before. It was, I guarantee you. Alright guys, so when you're done, you want to go ahead and catch it. Obviously, it doesn't really matter which ball you use if you're just doing it solo offline, but when you're online, I mean, repeat balls work best. Repeat balls have such a high chance to catch anything that's not a shiny Gmax. If it's a Gmax, guys, that repeat ball is gonna fail you about 10 out of 12 times, maybe 10 out of 11 times. But yeah, you want to go ahead and if you get a shot at a shiny Gmax, guys, you want to have a Master Ball. They're not that hard to come by these days. You can do it. So let's catch this boy and let's do the exact same thing to this Heatmore. Let's level him up to 100, just like the last one, and we're going to put in his stats into the program as well. Let's just do that real quick. Do you like how many X large candies I have? That's thanks to the Christmas event. Hope you guys got in there. Anyway, oh yeah, you can use these stats right here too, actually, come to think of it, just for convenience to save time. We don't really need to know much else. Let's go ahead over to our screen here and let's plug in our values for the new Heatmore here. His ability is Gluttony and his nature is Impish, okay? So let's have a go over here and let's put in Impish. There it is. Let's find IVs. There's his IVs. They're actually rather similar. And let's put them in here for our search. Let's go ahead and generate. There you go, it's the second frame, and that's right. The first frame was the first Heatmore, because that's the one I used to get my seed. The second frame, guys, is this Heatmore. It's the next one in the list, the next one in line. And guys, out of all that, so we saw that our Heatmore was number 2 in the list. That's going to be the Pokemon you want to catch. So you just want to catch whatever Pokemon you're at, and you want to plug the details in here so you can find exactly what frame you're on. And then you want to do this. You want to put these all in zeros and keep these all 31. And you want to go hunt for your shiny. I'm going to do 10,000 checks just because I don't know where my shiny is. There it is. It's a 4,835. So guys, just a quick reminder to make sure you do save before you do this, so long as you're not past your shiny frame, okay? If you don't save, guys, you're going to lose your beam and you're going to have to reset anyway, and you're going to go all the way back to wherever you started before your last save. So you can just do some simple math. Let's get up the old calculator here. We're going to take our shiny frame here, okay? Yeah, and then we're going to subtract our frame that we were on, that it gave us, the details that it gave us from the Pokemon we caught on our frame. And we're going to get 4,833. So now I know how to get to my shiny if I'm lost. You guys can do this in autopilot. So if you guys want to know how to get through a ton of frames very quickly and you don't have to keep count, let me show you exactly how to do that right now. So guys, in order to skip thousands of frames and not have to pay attention while you're doing this to get to your shiny, so you can watch a stream or something on the TV and make mistakes and it's okay, you're going to want to come into versus battles. And I have a video on this before, but ranked battles was since made off. It was since ended, so you weren't able to do the ranked battles glitch. We can do this in casual, guys. I'm playing in, I guess I'm playing in docked mode, so it's a little different if you're just playing in handheld on Wi-Fi. What you want to do is you want to pick your team, like normal, and you want to go into a match. Alright guys, we're getting into a match here. Now, very important thing, if you're playing on handheld or Wi-Fi only, no wired connection, you're going to want to hit here at this point. You're going to want to hit the home menu. You're going to go to airplane mode. I mean, you can also, you have to turn that on. You can also hold the home menu right there and switch it on there. Because I'm playing in docked with a wired connection, this right here is the point I want to pull it out of the dock, right like that. And we get a communication error and the match essentially pulls me out. I'm out. Because I've done that, guys, my glitch is activated. Now I can skip days at will as fast as I want. However, once you're okay, let's get out of here. So you guys might remember my Charizard is my first frame, really. That's my shiny Charizard. And the next two Pokemon were Heatmore and Heatmore, 3-star and 4-star, I think. So let's skip more than one day outside here. Let's go down to our settings. Let's go over here, date and time, date and time. Let's skip this day here. That's to the Heatmore. Let's go back in. Let's skip here. That's the next Heatmore. Let's go back in. Let's skip here as well. That's the fourth Pokemon which we didn't see. So let's go into my game and see what we got. It's a new Pokemon. It's our fourth frame from the first one that we had there. That's it. That's how you can skip days really, really quickly, guys. Very, very quickly. And you can do that while you're not paying attention. You can make mistakes. Everyone was asking me, what do I do? I made mistakes. I think I skipped a day or skipped a year or something and I lost count. Now you know how to get back your count, guys. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, drop a sub if you're new and like it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, good night.